Hey guys, Sean Simons here. So you want to get into paramotoring, but you don't know how, and you don't know how much it's going to cost, and what does it really involve to have a paramotor. I got this paramotor, never flown. I've never flown anywhere. I do work on 2-cycle engines, and I just rebuilt this generator that's out there in the backyard. I work on my own vehicles. I have some tools and workbenches and workspace. So that's a good thing for me. That's a plus. So what I'm going to be talking about now is what does it actually consist of as far as getting into paramotoring. I got this used, and this was $3,000. It seemed like a really good choice for me because the frame was halfway decent, and I only had to weld one little section here with some JB weld, and that's perfectly fine. This right here is a Monster 185 Classic. And they have a couple more newer ones that came out. So this is kind of an older model. I'm not sure what year, maybe 2012-ish. The carburetor has been rebuilt so many times it needs to be replaced. The head has been replaced very recently. The guy that had it before the guy that I got this from put a rivet in here to keep it connected to the frame this way. Well, the rivet broke loose, went in through the motor and got into the piston and just destroyed this, including scratched the hell out of this beyond repair. So what does it cost to actually have something like this? This is about $250 for the carburetor. So I bought a brand new carburetor. I believe that the belt and a lot of these other things are newish, good enough. However, I'm gonna just go through and replace everything. Everything that you see here was $500. 100-hour rebuild kit. What does this all mean? This means that if you go out and you buy a used unit, which I don't think there's anything wrong. I mean, as long as the frame is good and the motor is not too old, if you get this and you give it a 100-hour maintenance, you basically know that everything in here is about brand new. Now the question is, you got the paramotor, you got the wing, I got a brand new wing. So this thing just pushes you forward. So buying a used one, I think personally it's okay, but I think the wing, when you first get into the sport, it's gotta be brand new. I think this is where everybody goes from, oh man, this is gonna be super great, I can't wait to do this looks awesome. I'm gonna fly to McDonald's and get McDonald's in the morning on my paramotor. This is gonna be great. And then you get one of these things and you're like, oh, what the hell? This is so damn heavy. Adjusted all the straps. And here we are, right? So let's go ahead and stand up and see what this feels like. Let me adjust this because this is insane. Whoa. So, hold on. All right, so this is heavy. This right here is really heavy on the shoulders. So I'm standing here thinking to myself, I don't know how many launches that I would have available in me. This is heavy. I mean, I can kite a wing, I can put over my head, I can start to run, but the shoulders, this is like so heavy on my shoulders. So anyway, ouch. Ugh. Quick release. What am I trying to say here? There's a lot of sensationalizing on how wonderful this is, how fun it is. Icarus races, you know, flying to McDonald's, flying to Burger King. You get into this sport and you're like, holy crap. I don't know if I can do this. This is so heavy. This is so difficult. So how much does this paramotor weigh? I weigh 214.5 pounds. And then with the paramotor on my back, I weigh 276 pounds. 61.5 pounds. And it really doesn't have much fuel to even, you know, make a difference. I mean, that might be half a pound, I don't know. So 61 pounds without anything. I mean, that's without a reserve, that's without a tank of gas. My wife is gracious enough to let me put my wing in her beautiful spare bedroom. and you need to have a place to put your paramotor. I've got a piece of wood. I just got one of these. So with this current setup, it allows me to move my paramotor wherever I need to move it. That's something that we need to think about too before we get into the sport of paramotor. If you enjoyed this long ass video, leave me some comments down below and let me know what you think about everything we just talked about. So leave me in comments down below and tell me what you think are the pros and cons of doing paramotor. We'll catch you next time on Paramotor TV. Dun dun dun.